John Wick got angry because you killed his dog. Do you want to know what Becky does? She gets fucking brutal. What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're taking a look at Wrath of Becky. And I didn't know Wrath of Becky had a prequel. I didn't realize Wrath of Becky was a sequel. Alright? I didn't realize there was a movie called Becky. Alright? I'm sorry. So I'm going into this movie not knowing about the first one. Okay? I realized that there was a first one after I watched this one, but the first one, for whatever fucking reason, isn't on Netflix. It's on Amazon Prime, so I'll watch it eventually, I promise. It's on my list. But, you know, I watched this one, and because I watched it first, I'm going to make the video and just talk about my experience and whether you can watch it without watching the first one. I think that would be very, very cool and sort of interesting to talk about. It's an interesting take that not many people would go about looking at. So, without any further delay, let's take a look at what Google has to say about this movie, Wrath of Becky. So it is a 2023 action thriller, which is 1 hour and 23 minutes, and it is a 6.1 out of 10 on IMDb and 89% Rotten Tomatoes, and a 4.2 out of 5 on Amazon. You can watch this on Amazon, Sky Store, Google Play, and Netflix. 2 years after the escaped a violent attack on her family, 16-year-old Becky attempts to rebuild her life in the care of an older woman, a kind-hearted spirit named Elena. However, when a violent group known as the Noblemen break into her home, attack them, and take the beloved dog, Becky must return to her old ways to protect herself and her loved ones. So, how this movie starts off is with an introduction to Becky and a little bit of a flashback to the first movie, I'm going to assume. But again, I don't fucking know. I haven't seen the first one. She's very, prim and proper, very pretty, and being the perfect daughter that, these people want to adopt. And then she runs away with a dog, who's a big fucking dog, by the way. He's a big boy. She ends up working at a diner and gets sexualized way too much, which is, unfortunately, just what happens. It shouldn't happen, but it does, and it is fucking awful what happens, but, she's working at the diner, being treated like shit, treated less than human, actually, and she goes home to this really nice old lady who took her in and is looking after her and letting her stay because she helps around the house, and she also doesn't think she's a child, but she is. I'm pretty sure she's 16 in this. She does have these visions of killing people and hurting people, but she doesn't actually do it because obviously that's wrong, but she does imagine it and just think about what it'd be like to do stuff like that. And you know what? It's giving looking up in the exam hall and sort of working out if someone fell who would kill. And you know what? She ends up, actually throwing coffee at somebody in quotations, on accident. They then follow her home, knock out the dog with a baseball bat, kill the old lady, and take the dog. She wakes up, she gets pissed, she goes on a absolute rampage, an absolute murder streak, blows up the first guy by putting a fucking grenade in his mouth, and then the other guy runs off and escapes. The other guy shoots the other guy for being a chicken and just basically trying to leave. Then she shoots somebody through the mouth with a crossbow from the other side of a river, and then running him over, with a tractor, but not actually a tractor, just cutting him up with a knife because the tractor would have been cool, but she couldn't find the keys, unfortunately. Then it's just her versus the last guy, and guess what? The old lady from the start comes back and is like, hey, I'm here too. So then she takes on both of them, ends up winning because she threw a knife right at the main lady, and it got in her fucking dome, which I think is insane. And she frees the dog, sicks the old lady, and then they live happily ever after, continuing their journey. I'm gonna be honest, to say she's a 16-year-old, she's fucking brutal. She has, war training. She got one guy with a fucking, bear trap, another guy fell into a hole. She's insane. She is an absolute born killer. And again, this was giving Mad John Wick vibes. Again, they stole her dog, so she went for revenge. She went out to get them. She went out to chase them. And you know what? It worked. She was going and getting them, and she actually did quite well, I'm going to be honest. She got all of them with very minimal scratches on her. She took, 5, 6 of these grown men down with nothing but like a crossbow and a couple of grenades because she thinks guns are boring. And you know what? If you have the ability to kill someone in style, fucking go for it. If you have the ability to style on somebody, go for it. All the power to you. And she styled on these motherfuckers. She proper styled on them. The blood, the gore, the murders, very gruesome, very exciting. Gonna be honest, I was sat on the edge of my seat watching this. It is a very comedic take on like a murder story, on like a John Wick story. There was a lot of funny jokes. There was a lot of goofy moments as well, which I did quite enjoy. And for whatever reason, it ends on a cliffhanger with her joining like the CIA, like a special ops mission, which I thought was pretty interesting because the CIA took her dog. Why the fuck did the CIA take her dog? Don't have a fucking clue. But if she don't get that dog back, she's gonna go on an absolute fucking rampage. That dog is like her pride and joy. That dog is her everything. So I am excited to see if they do make a Becky 3. I don't know what they would call Becky 3, but because it wasn't like explicitly said that it was a number 2, I was like, this is a really weird way to film a movie with like flashbacks that I have no reference to or no sort of like connection to or remembrance to like what actually happened. It did have a very unique movie style where it is her talking to you through like the screen. She's like narrating the story. So this could be argued, again, a little bit of English teacher coming here, that it's an unreliable narrator because it is coming from her herself. So she is explaining the story and what happened, and it could have gone down quite differently. Again, she is narrating it and she is sort of showing us what happened. But again, she does have those moments where she's like, oh, I could have done this and I wanted to do this, but I couldn't find the keys, or I didn't do that, obviously. Which again leads to a false sense of is it true or is it not, and what is really happening. Because like, again, with an unreliable narrator, you can never tell what's truly happening or what is truly about to happen next, or if what you're watching is real or if it's just going to be another fake out. So it added a lot of suspense to the movie and a lot of excitement as well. I liked her like jumpsuit that she had with all those patches on it. It's like more of a unique outfit that we don't normally see. In movies like this, they normally just have like a plain, boring suit on, or like some generic clothes. This one was a little bit more creative. I liked that, thought that was interesting. And yeah, it's just constantly blood and gore, and we like that here on the channel. It's a unique movie with a unique premise, which it's been done before, but never like this. And again, I've said it a lot on the channel with movies like this, where you can have like a premise which has been done before, but make it your own, make it unique, and make it special by giving your own twist to it. And again, putting this normally quite action, very serious tone thriller in this little bit more of a comedic, light-hearted way is again very unique and very exciting, and I do think it is quite good, and I did very much enjoy it, and I will be watching Becky whenever I can get around to it because I did enjoy it, and I will be making Lego customs from this because again, I did enjoy it and I thought it was quite cool. And I am going to be giving it an 8 out of 10 just because the blood and gore was very, like, you know, interesting, unique. There was some murders which I didn't expect from, you know, this movie. Obviously, with a young person going to do this, I wouldn't have expected them to have any army training or to have, like, much weaponry to them. So I was very shocked when I actually saw that she had these, like, grenades and these guns and these crossbows, which just... It didn't, like, it could have been a little bit more creative, in my opinion, like, giving her stuff that, like, a regular 16-year-old would have to their, like, disposal, rather than giving her all these, like, really interesting weapons. But I still think it turned out very well, and again, definitely subverted expectations by giving her all these really exciting, big, dangerous weapons, again, that you wouldn't normally expect from a character like Becky. But again, I haven't seen the first one, so maybe like we get to know how she knows how to use all these, or like why she has all these to her disposal in the first one. But yeah, I don't really have much else to say about this movie, so I hope you all did enjoy this YouTube video. I'll see you all in this one. I hope you all have an excellent day, and goodbye. Stay happy and stay safe. If you do want me to review any other movies, TV shows, animes, video games, or I don't know, anything really. If you want me to review any form of media, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll get on it as quickly as possible. But do remember, I do have a backlog of videos, so it might take me a little bit longer to get around to your suggestion than I would like, but I promise if I do acknowledge your comment, I will get on it as quickly as possible. If you do want to stay tuned to the channel and, like, you know, see your suggestion as a video, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be notified every time that I do upload a video. I do 5 videos a day, you know, best upload schedule on YouTube. I do normally 2 gaming videos, I normally do a review style video, and then 2 other videos which, you know, could be vlog theory or just like other shorter reviews, just to like fill out the upload schedule. It is a variety channel, there is something for everyone. I take a look at movies, animes, TV shows, I review health and safety products, I review DIY tools, plushes, U2's collectibles, like, you know, food. There's some on this channel for everyone to enjoy. However, if you don't want to stay here on YouTube, you can check out the link in the description, which will take you to everything else that I have to offer as a content creator, from my Reddit, Discord, Cameo, Facebook. Pretty much everything that I do online is in that link tree, so you can check out like my comic book, which I'm making, my podcast, literally everything that's on there. I think it's quite fun. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Hope you all have an excellent time, and yeah, I'm going to love you and leave you. I think that's enough self-promotion for one video, enough self-glazing, enough dick riding on myself, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.